Hello, Victory Village. Welcome back. It's your girl, Twanna Y'vette, with another story. News breaking: suspected Texas high school gunman reportedly got a welcome home party. Can you believe the craziness? Okay, listen, we're going to go ahead and hit the story so I can tell y'all what happened. This was last updated on the 8th, okay? No news yet, but as soon as I do get some news, I do find some, 411, I will definitely let you guys know. So, the Texas teen who injured four people when he allegedly opened fire at his high school celebrated his release from jail with a twisted welcome home party, even as one of the victims remains in a coma. Timothy George Simpkins, 18 years old, who attends Timberview High School in Arlington, posted $75,000 bond at Tarrant County Jail on Thursday, that was last Thursday, and headed home in complete confidence. The student, who was charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, was seen in videos shared in social media, enjoying a celebratory family gathering in his kitchen. As you can see on this picture, they're celebrating with cake and food and the whole nine, okay? Zacchaeus is a bright, young, and respectful individual who lit up a room every time with his presence. Now, this Zacchaeus, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, he who was struck 4 times, this guy, during the actual gunfire, he remained hospitalized in an induced coma, according to the Fort Worth Star Telegram. Okay, um, he has a heart of gold, they say. Does not deserve to be fighting for his life in ICU due to being shot in an environment where sick kids should feel safe. SIC, sick kids. He is a great brother, a great boyfriend, a great coworker, and he doesn't have a bone in his body to bully anyone. This is what the fundraiser had to say about the young gentleman fighting for his life. So a spokesperson for Simpkins' family had claimed that he acted out of self-defense, okay? So this is what they're saying: self-defense after being robbed and targeted by bullies for wearing nice studs and driving a fancy car. So the footage on social media allegedly showed Simpkins getting into an altercation during class with another student, and it escalated to gunfire on last Wednesday. So the fight was broken up and the two students calmed down, but then Simpkins pulled out a firearm from his backpack and fired several shots that struck Shelby and 2 other people, according to an arrest warrant. Now, here's my thing. If this wasn't premeditated, if this wasn't, thought about, beforehand, why are you carrying a gun in your backpack at school? Now, I mean, that's just me, thinking, on both sides of my brain. I understand when you're being bullied and you feel like, you've got to defend yourself. I totally get that. But, history has shown us this is not the way to go. To have a firearm at school, I mean, it's just not smart. But I do understand, some kids, they treat this completely different. This young man is 18 years old, so I'm assuming he's, a senior. He's about to graduate and everything. I don't know how this case is going to go, um, but this is crazy. So Calvin Petit, a 25-year-old English teacher who jumped in to help break up the fight, was shot in the back, okay, suffering broken ribs and a collapsed lung, according to police and his family. Also injured was, I know I'm going to butcher this name, Emofe Alawopo, and Parisia Altume. According to a bond document obtained by Dallas News, a pregnant woman was injured in a fall during shooting but received medical care at the scene, police said. So maybe she was just grazed or whatever, but you put her and her unborn child in jeopardy. So listen, Shelby's grandmother, Kathy Shelby, told WFAA that the two students had been feuding for a long time. So they're making Simpkins out to be the victim. My grandson is in ICU, shot 4 times. My grandson is the victim, she told the outlet. So civil rights attorney Kim Cole, who spoke on behalf of Simpkins' family, criticized reporters outside the jail for portraying the incident as a standard issue school shooting when clearly that's not the case. So there are numerous school shootings that have occurred across the country with tragic endings. A school shooting, yes, they are tragic, Cole said, but however, in this situation, this was not someone who was just out to go and, shoot a bunch of people up at school. He, wasn't in that frame of mind. Long story short, his frame of mind was, I need to protect myself because I'm being bullied. I have been bullied, for a long time. And this was his way of defending himself. I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about this story? Do you think that this young man had a right to shoot anybody at the school, bring a firearm to school, knowing full well what could happen? You know what I'm saying? I think it was kind of strange to give him a welcome home party. I really do. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's just, that totally blew my mind. I'm just like, this is not the time to be celebrating. Just listen, thank God you're okay. Welcome back home. Now we need to get to, business because you've done a thing, and you're allegedly, the shooter at the school, and you didn't just harm, the guy that has been bullying you. You harmed other people. You put a lot of people in danger. And I'm looking at it like it could have been, anybody's kid. You know what I'm saying? There are ways in my mind that you can defend yourself without bringing a firearm to your high school. And I don't know, was he trying to scare the guy? Did he mean to pull the trigger? Like, it's a mess. It's a mess. I am going to stay on top of this story. I am going to bring you updates, as I get them. But do tell me what you think about this in the comments. Let's get a dialogue going about this because, like I said, this could have happened at anybody's school. Those of us who have children, we can definitely sympathize and or empathize, with these families. I would hate for my kid to be on either, end of the spectrum. Like, I would hate for him to be injured, but I would also hate my child to have been, the alleged shooter. So do tell me what you guys think in the comments, and let's get a dialogue going about this. These are just things that, we need to talk about. And maybe, some of the things that you guys can talk about in the comments, can help